Hey everybody, and welcome back. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the release of the golf club. And there are not a whole lot of recreational players in the world that do this correctly. They're just not. And what it is a couple of things that, a lot of the teachers teach online. It's not their fault. It's just what they think. They're teaching you to, get your hands right here in front of this right leg and then try to turn through and do all this stuff. Well, that ain't it. That ain't even close to being it. Okay? So let's do a quick review. When we get up here and we've, made our trigger, and then we're coming off of this, and then we're at the top, and we're so wound up here that the first move is the trigger of the trail knee, then the right butt cheek, and that's going to put us into a position right here. This point right here, we have to feel like we are releasing the club like this. So it's going to be in reverse of that. Here, the release is happening from right there. See how my body is in this position to be able to just unload and throw this thing. So from right here, the right hand, this is where Hogan wishes he had 3 right hands. Bam, just like that, and it's going to come through every single time. What a lot of people fail to realize, would be a good way to say it, when Hogan is like this and he's coming through. Now watch this. We've all seen that picture where it looks like he's like this. See how the right shoulder is kind of pointing to you right now? The hands are way over here like this, and then they'll, Hogan will come up and get into that balanced position because it's his body releasing this thing that is pulling up his rotation versus what everybody else is trying to do, rotate and keep coming around them. And then, of course, they rotate, keep coming around them, and they throw the club out here to the right, which is no good. But when we can understand we've gotten here, now we're going to let our good body movements trigger everything. And then from right here, it's just rotate. And then it's like, oh my God, look how open I am, because it's just release. And see how this knee is pointing where I want to go? See how the shoulder is pointing where I want to go? Exactly like the scope of the gun that we talked about. So all of a sudden, we're going to release it from the right side of the leg. We're going to come up like this, and then we'll get that high finish just like Hogan did. It's pretty simple when you can understand it. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to make you feel this. And for me, the best way is that, like some people are going to say, we can, drop this right leg back and come into the hit like this, which is a good feeling. And we're going to get into that because Hogan dropped his right foot back for a different reason than to hit a draw. And then he opened and moved the right foot forward for a different reason than what most people think. And we're going to get to that in like the next video or two, and you're really going to start understanding some things. But for this release drill, what I want you to do, I want you to stand up straight. I want you to walk forward with your, if you're left-handed, it's going to be the opposite. But if you're right-handed, I want you to walk forward with your right foot. Then what I want you to do is get this club right here. And in slow motion, I want you to feel, see what's happening. When I release this club, watch what happens. See how this leg is going like this? And we're going to need this in the real swing sequence to make it happen. But all of a sudden you're here. I want you to release and go like this. And you're going to have this angle and all these different things. But I just want you to be here and go like that. Back here and go like that. And it's going to feel like you're going like this. But this is going to come in handy when we are doing this in real motion. Okay, so watch this. We're here. Now, release, 3 right hands. Here, 3 right hands. Just like that. And you're going to feel all this like you're way back here. See how this left shoulder is really, really high right now? It hasn't gone around. So we're just here. Release the right hand. Here, as hard as you can. Release the right hand. Then as you start doing this, you'll be able to, make things happen a little bit better in your swing. But that's the drill, guys. Just do it, because now watch what happens. This feeling that we got with the knee going like this, now we're going to put it into the real swing. So we're like here, we go to the top, got this great move here. Look at this. Now here's that move we just practiced. Bingo. Now it's release. Here, release. And it's going to feel like everything is going through the ball and then up and left, which everybody calls that, you know, swing the club, pulling the hands in, all this crap. It's not what it is. It's not what it is. My intent is to release the hands, working on this path, which this leg motion of the right leg is really going to get me here. Now look, when I do that, look at how high this left shoulder is going. I'm not trying to kick it up here, but it's because of this type of move that it's now inside of my feet. My back is way back over here, but now I'm releasing just like a baseball hitter right into the bat or the ball. But now Hogan is just release, everything's on the right, release it, and it's up to the left, and then he'll come up and this knee will go and that foot will move. All right, guys, this is the trick. This is how we release the club. And if you start looking at the professional golfers, when you're watching them online, you're going to start seeing this is exactly what they're doing. They are not getting their hands here and trying to release. This is a stagnant position. This is dynamic movement. Oh, there it is. Look, because we're releasing. Look what that does. It looks like I'm not trying to get to this position. I'm releasing, and all of a sudden that frame in time caught, down, and through. So start understanding things happen more dynamically. It's not stagnant positions we're trying to get to. The stagnant positions occur as we're making the dynamic movement. We'll see you in the next video.